Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I've just got off the phone with a trader friend of mine and I've agreed to buy a very cheap VW Passat. He gave me a brief description as he always does, but then the signal went a bit funny and we got cut off, so I didn't get the full story. And that does worry me somewhat. Let me tell you what I know so far then. Well, firstly, I've only paid £500 for this car, so I can't go too far wrong. It's a 2007 57, it's a Passat Estate TDI, and it's done 138,000 miles. Rather worryingly, before we got cut off, he said, it does need a little bit of work, and then the line went dead. I tried to call him back, but then it just rang out, so that's as much as I know at this stage. I've had a lot of these Passats over the years, and they're great sellers. They're a really good workhorse, actually. Having said that, though, it's now 17 years old, so I'm not expecting it to be without its faults. No doubt it'll have very rusty front wheel arches, probably very rusty rear wheel arches as well. No doubt the rear wiper's broken, and I'm pretty sure there'll be some warning lights on the dash. Probably an engine light, that's what I'm expecting. I'm setting the bar today nice and low. Anyway, I thought for £500, I can't really go wrong. By the way, in case you're wondering what I'm driving today, I'm driving my 21-year-old VW Touareg. I'm not really sure why. I've had it for months and months and months. I can't seem to sell it. Saying that, it does have its issues, but I've priced it very cheaply and I've been very honest and upfront about all the issues. I think perhaps I've been a little bit too honest with the description. That's what's put people off. Nobody wants to hear the truth, do they? Anyway, I think what I might do with this Touareg is get some work done to it. There's sort of a grumbling noise here. I don't think it's wheel bearing, I think it's some sort of drive shaft. I need to get that corrected. Might do a gearbox service and give it a full service, and then I might just keep it. Keep it as a winter runaround, a winter beater. Yes, I know it's August, but you've got to prepare, haven't you? Fail to prepare, prepare to fail, as they say. Right, let's go and look at this cheap Passat. I can't seem to do a video on a Passat these days without saying it the American way. Passat. You've got to loosen your jaw. Passat. Anyway, enough nonsense. I shall see you there. You know, this era of Touareg is quite crashy, isn't it? Lots of rattles and vibrations and stuff. When you go over a pothole, you know about it. Well, we're here. I wish the signal had faded before he called me, not halfway through. What a nail. We've got, predictably, rusty front wheel arches, or at least driver's side. Can't imagine the passenger side's fared well either. Oh no, it hasn't. Rotten as a pear. A little bit of snot over the passenger side rear wheel arch. Tyres look bald. What a crock. It's from AK Simpson Car Sales. At least it's not from OJ Simpson Car Sales. I'd find one single glove in the glove box, wouldn't I? What can I tell you then? Not a lot, really. It looks like a 17-year-old scruffy workhorse. Right, okay then. Well, shall we do a car vertical check on it then? See what that finds. So it's really easy to use. All you do is go to carvertical.com and type in the reg or the VIN. Now in this case it is Alpha Delta, so it's an Anglia car, 57 Oscar Kilo November, and then check vehicle. And what this does then is it checks databases in dozens of countries, 35 to be precise. It isn't just a UK thing, so it'll tell us if it's ever been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or has outstanding finance on it. In addition to that, it shows you all the MOT history, the ownership changes, market value, things like that. And sometimes as well, if it has been for sale previously, or it's been involved in an accident, sometimes it shows you photographs of that. So it is quite a handy tool. It doesn't take long either, and it isn't expensive, and it's cheaper still if you use my promo code. So you need to use my promo code HIGHPEAK, that's HIGHPEAK all one word, HIGHPEAK, and you'll save yourself 20% off each and every check that you do. It really is as simple as that. So right now it is just checking classifieds in North America, Czech, France, Serbia, United States. Right, and the report's ready. So, view reports. Okie dokie, that is a 2008. So it's an 08 57 diesel. It's never been clocked, no it's done in finance, and there's no recorded damage. Terrific. It's never been stolen. The last MOT was in October last year and it'd done 133. It's fairly, you know what, for the last, let's go back to, for the last sort of 8 years, it's been fairly low mileage really. Probably its first owner was a rep or something that did 20,000 miles a year in it. The average market price for such a vehicle is £3,089. Seems a bit ambitious to me, that, to be honest. It's a 4-cylinder diesel in silver, gearbox type manual. So it was registered in February 2008. Inspection, ownership changed. That's exactly as I thought from the MOT history. So the ownership changed in 2017, and then since then it's only done about 5,000 miles a year. Okay then. Shall we go and have a look around it then? Now the rain's stopped. Let's see if my other predictions were right. Let's check that rear wiper. Check for any warning lights. This old 3.2 Touareg does sound nice, you know. Old VR6 engine, you ready? Throaty. Okay then, well the first bit of good news is we've got 2 keys. Not one key, tenemos dos llaves. Let's go and have a look then. It looks like a 17-year-old abused workhorse, doesn't it really, this? Okay then. Needs a good old clean. Oh, we've got a bit of scabbiness here around the rear lights, a bit of corrosion where it's flaking like a ginger in the sunshine. And on the other side. Okay, we've got original plates. Rear wiper arm has seen better days, I think, as has the blade. Got the parcel shelf there, that's good. So moving around to the first tyre then, driver's side rear, it is a, what's the brand? A radial, oh, from Westlake. Right, very good. On about 3 mil of tread. And the wheels are quite badly corroded as well, as are the discs, brake discs. I don't think this has been loved, this car, to be honest. And then we've got a rotten front wheel arch. Now this is because, would you like to know a nerdy detail? This is, I'm ashamed to know this really, but on the diesels of this era, VW Golf and Passat and all those, they used sort of like a spongy sort of foam behind this to absorb the noise and the vibrations. Then it would of course soak it up and absorb it like a sponge, and then it would rot from the inside out. Fun fact. Okay, the front discs look a bit scored and ropey. What we got here, what brand is this? We've got an auto green, which looks very old, and it's very bald. This is from the 41st week of 2019. Yeah, this is a bit grim, this, really. At least it was only 500 quid, I'm not too worried. Lots of moss and mould and algae and stuff growing on the front. Some bird excrement. Some stone chips up here. Yeah, this isn't a loved car, you can just tell. Wiper blades are all worn. Nobody's really cared for this thing. We've got a matching also green that's very, very bald on the outside edge there. Yeah, this is a bit of a minger, isn't it, this car? And we've got, right, so we've got Westlakes on the back and auto greens on the front. Wheels are a bit of a state. More snot there around the rear wheel arch. German build quality. Can't beat it, can you? Up top, it's never had a bucket of water on it for about a decade. Still, £500. I can't complain too much, can I? Does my remote locking work? Oh, it does. I remember coming to the UK once with my dad, and I think he rented one of these at the airport. And well, it was the first time I'd seen an electronic handbrake like this and a push button, you know, start. And I thought it was quite a cool car. That was an awfully long time ago, wasn't it? What have we got here then? What can we see? We've got a parking ticket. We've got the wrapper here of some sort of Cadbury product. Got some holes in the carpet where it's crying out for a set of mats. It stinks. It's very dirty, very grubby. The rear door doesn't unlock. Oh no, there we go. Operator error. It's full of dog hair and human hair and fluff and mess. Yeah, this is an awful car, isn't it? On the bright side, we've got 2 cup holders. So, you know, good news about that. Let's have a look in the boot. You open the boot on a Passat, there we go. Yeah, it's all very green and dirty, isn't it? We've got the original Dunlop, full-size steel. Okay. Not sure what that is. Might be for the dog, maybe. Now, I don't know about service history. We didn't get that far because we got cut off. I don't know whether it has any or not. VW this era always hid them. In the Passat CCs, it would be in the rear centre armrest. But on these, you get this little orange toggle. Pull that, and voila. Let's look at the service history then, shall we? Now, this will either be first 3 at VW and then nothing since 2011, or it'll be excellent. You'll have had a Cambelt done last year. Or, of course, the third option, ladies and gents, is there's nothing at all. Yeah, nothing at all. Nada. Someone's taken the service book out of it then, haven't they? Why would they do that? Oh well. At least we've got an owner's manual. Pop that back in there. Perfect. What have we got under here then? We've got more hair. Oh, lots of crumbs. Some nice spinny cup holders there that still work. Like a petri dish, isn't it? Foul. Is there a CD in here? Greatest Hits FM? No CD. Let's have a look under the bonnet and see if we can see a little Cambelt sticker. Some sort of wire here that leads to that, does it? I don't know. That's definitely a DIY job, isn't it, that? A little cubby hole there. Pop the bonnet then, shall we? Right. What can we see then? No Cambelt sticker. A little bit of rust there on the chassis legs. No obvious leaks that I can see. Auxiliary belt looks okay. Chassis legs look okay. No Cambelt sticker. Now this, I think they're due every 6 or 8 years, so it should have had a couple, and it's probably had none. Probably on its original belt. Oh, look at the scabbiness around here. You know, people slag off French cars, and when I say people, I mean, you know, me. But nothing seems to rot like a German, does it? Let's fire up. Some sort of sticker there once upon a time. I can't see what it would have said. So, key in here. I'm frightened to turn this on. Oh, there we go, parking brake fault. Terrific. So we've got C owner's manual. At least we've got the owner's manual. Parking brake fault, so that's flashing. We've done 137557. Please refuel, exclamation mark. Very matter of fact, the Germans, aren't they? Won't start. Parking brake fault, okay. Foot on clutch. Oh, the clutch is very low. There's not much life left in that. Oh. We've got all the lights, ladies and gents. What a racket. So we've got, can you see this? We've got the handbrake light there. We've got the traction control light, ABS light, seatbelt light. We've got some bulbs out, fuel light. And here, I don't know what that is. Is that the auto hold function? I don't know. Not entirely sure, really. So if we try and release the handbrake, you just put your foot on the brake and then press this button here. If we try and do that, something's not working. I missed the first part of the message. Not working. Well, the bulbs we can sort fairly easily. The fuel light we can sort fairly easily. And the seatbelt light, in fact, I'll do that right now. There we go. Right. What should we do then? I think we need to take for a drive, don't we? I can feel a lot of sort of pulses coming from the brake pedal. You want a foot on the brake here and you can just feel it sort of pulsing like that. Maybe just because it's a A noisy diesel. But cruise control. This would have been quite a nice car in its day. But sadly, it's had its day, I think. Can't see me doing anything positive with this car, to be honest. I think it's too far gone. Let's press the clutch in, shall we? We're going to press the clutch in and see if we can hear a rattling dual mass flywheel. No, it's alright actually, that. It's low, but it's not rattling. Yeah, works. I think we need to drive this, don't we? Let me try the windows then. So, passenger side front, perfect. Driver set. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, does it? That sounds horrible. Like a paper shredder. Right, we'll leave that alone. Driver side rear, let's try that one. Success. Passenger side rear. Okay, right. Well, 3 out of 4. No drive-throughs for me today. A racket. Well, we've got air conditioning, although I don't think it'll work. We'll try it though. We can try, can't we? Dog hairs everywhere. So we're on greatest hits. Knock that off for now. Oh, we've got some more storage here, haven't we? Nice little drawer there, look. 2 drawers. Look at this. A whole chest of drawers. Yeah, my lights haven't gone out. I was hoping it would just cure itself, but it hasn't. Horn works. Okay then, well, let's get this old Passat out on the road, see if it drives. Wish me luck. Okay then, well, first time driving the Passat. It's yelling at me already. So aggressive. Is there any need, really? Keep your hair on. Right, it's quite loose and knocky there over the bumps. Oh, brakes aren't good. There's a load of vibration there under my brake pedal. So that ABS fault is a genuine one. I think I need to be careful in this thing, guys. My brakes are a bit iffy. Oh well, it pulls all right. I mean, the engine seems sound, apart from a faint whistling turbo there, whistling diesel. But my brakes aren't good. Really not good. The pedal kind of fluctuates. Sometimes you've got a lot of travel on it, other times it's rock hard. I'm cursing Vodafone now, really, because had the signal been better on this phone call and I got the full description, I could have negotiated the price down a little bit. Or, you know, just said 999, as they say in Germany. This is a crock. Yeah, that pedal's horrible. That pedal's horrible. So I pressed the brake pedal then, just to, you know, just to hold me while we're in traffic. And it's rock hard, and then all of a sudden it dropped a little bit. Worrying. Sadly though, I've driven worse. Where should we go in this? I was going to say we could look for a mini valet, but do I want to ruin the car wash people's day? The clutch actually feels alright. I thought it was going to need a clutch, but it's alright. The ABS problem could be faulty ABS rings or some sort of ABS sensor. Could be that. Oh no, this is a bit of a death trap actually. I think I need to nurse this down to my mechanics ASAP and then have them check it over. I don't really want to go too far in this. I've just got a feeling it's going to let me down. Just in case you guys at home were wondering, the air conditioning does not work. Yeah, no, it's doing nothing at all. Only circulating the dog hairs around the cabin. Got a noisy steering rack as well. Still, good news about the light though. Doesn't say much about German build quality, does it? That you can only do 137,000 miles in something before it illuminates every single light on the dash. It's not great. Yeah, my auto hold feature doesn't work. Oh, right, we're on green. For some reason, whenever it's school holidays, the council decides to dig up every single road. We've got a deteriorated suspension arm at the front because it's knocking its knackers off. Yeah, that's not good. I think then I'm going to get this down to my mechanics quickly, get it up on a ramp and see what's wrong with it. In fact, thinking about it, it might be easier for them to tell me what's right about it. That'll be a shorter list. Well, what else can I tell you about it? Does it pull well? I suppose it does, really. So, the engine's all right. Right, also, it's quite bouncy when you go over bumps, so my guess is the shock absorbers are also faulty. When you go over a bump like this, it sort of bounces around, you can feel it. It's a pity because when they're working, these cars are usually all right. I've just realised, actually, I didn't try the rear wiper. Should we try it? Oh, it works! Well, I was going to say something then. I really didn't expect it to. The washer jet doesn't work though, so... But at least we've got a functioning rear wiper. So my predictions weren't totally accurate, were they? We shall see then. Let me get this down to my mechanics and we'll take it from there. But I don't want to be the Grim Reaper here, but I don't think this is worth saving. We're into tyres straight away, the brake issue, bodywork, and on top of that we haven't got a shred of service history, so I don't know whether the Cambelt's been done. Don't think this is one to keep, to be honest, but we shall see. Let me get a professional opinion first before I sign its death warrant. Right, I'll see you shortly. Well, I've got an update for you regarding the Passat, and it isn't good news. It's been condemned, as has this Corsa, but I'll get onto that later. So the Passat has got two broken front springs. It's got an oil leak from around the turbo, and that's before they plugged it in and discovered it's riddled with fault codes, as I suspected. There's a fault with the ABS, there's a fault with the electronic parking brake, there's a fault with the EGR and one of the glow plugs. So really, when I add in the fact that the bodywork's very scruffy and it needs a couple of tyres, it isn't worth saving. And I hate scrapping cars, but on this occasion, it just makes sense. You see, here's my dilemma. This, I think, could be a £1,500 car if it was in good working order and it was tidy, but it's going to cost me £1,000 at my mechanics at least to sort out all these issues. Then it needs bodywork. Bear in mind it owes me £500 already. I've just got to walk away, I think. Oh, that's not to mention the driver's window, which doesn't work. And also the driver's door handle on the inside doesn't work either. You've got to force yourself out of it. So it's not great, really. Yeah. Now, I've only spent £500 on the car. I haven't spent a penny on it. I haven't even had a mini valet done, which is most unusual. So it still stands me at £500. So I'm thinking if I can get maybe £250 back in scrap, it isn't the end of the world. It isn't the end of the world. I'm also going to scrap this Corsa because I took this in part exchange weeks ago for about £200, and it's been parked in this yard waiting for my mechanic to get onto it. Anyway, they have, and that wasn't good news either. Do you want to see the list? Quite a long list, this. Oh, yes. Cigarette burn. This has done 131,000. Oh, look at the CD. Now, I'm no expert, but I don't think that would play like that. I think a couple of the tracks might jump. My mechanics list then, 131,000 miles. There's an engine noise from the timing chain. Surprise, surprise, on a Corsa. Are you ready for it? Power steering fault as well. Typical timing chain chatter. We've got a faulty cigarette lighter there, which has come away from the dash. There's a bolt missing from the passenger seat. That isn't a big deal. But something that is a big deal is the engine. The engine's got a horrendous oil leak, apparently. The outside front tyre is worn below the legal limit, as is the near side rear. The front brake discs and pads are worn. The exhaust is blowing. It needs a full system, apparently. The offside front inner CV boot is split. The engine management light's on. Doesn't sound good, does it? And the fan only works on position 1. So again, this is just one of those cars that isn't worth repairing. So I'm going to scrap this. Glove compartment's broken as well. All the common Corsa issues this has got. There we go. So I'll scrap this one and I should hopefully get 250 for it. 250 for this, 250 for that. So that will take my £700 outlay and return me just £500. But it clears up some space here so I can fill it with more junk. So should we call the scrapyard and see what we can get for these two Crocs? Let's call the scrap people then. I keep getting static shocks today. I'm frightened to touch anything. There we go. I'm a parkour specialist, aren't I? There we go. Nice seat. I haven't done this well. I need the reg plates.
Davidson.
Hi, it's Matt at High Peak Autos. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thanks. Very good. Could I get a price for a couple of cars?
Of course you can. What do you have?
So I've got a Passat Estate.
Yeah, is it complete rolling with its logbook?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the other one?
The other one's a little Corsa.
Okay, so your Corsa's 220
Okay.
and your Passat's 250.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine.
All right.
That's fine. Yeah. When could you pick them up?
Can't do tomorrow. We've got absolutely loads on. So
Okay.
it'll be the next day.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so Thursday.
So the reg on the Passat. Hang on. That is AD Alpha Delta 57
Yeah.
Oscar Kilo November.
And the Corsa.
Corsa's Foxtrot Whiskey 12
Yeah.
Oscar Lima November.
Next day bank transfer, as you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. And this is your best contact number.
It is. It is.
Perfect. So we'll get that sorted out for you on Thursday. Okay.
All right, perfect. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go then, a £470 return from a £700 outlay. And that, ladies and gents, is how I earn the big bucks. Right, well, on that depressing note then, even the parcel shelf's broken. They're just not made to last, these cars, are they? They're disposable. Well, I think that's about it. So thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the link below. I might, as soon as we stop recording, just take out my anger and frustration on some of these cars. I'll see you next time.